I came in originally for a mailroom position and, did the interview and everything and had the job, and within a week the budget was cut. And about 2 days later, I opened up the newspaper and they needed a custodian one. So I came back and I did my interview and my orientation and everything Monday during the day, and I came back at 10 o'clock Monday that night. I walked in the door and I thought I was scared for my interview. I was like, what did I get myself into? It was all old folks. But I did okay. I worked my ass off. I mean, there was no doubt about it. I really did. I had to prove myself. I was here with a lot of people that were here a lot longer than I was. And I was scared, so I didn't want to come in and look like, just some little punk coming in, thinking I knew everything, and, I didn't want to do that. So, I really busted my ass to prove myself, and I did a pretty good job. This campus is my second home now. I love it at night. It's so peaceful. So peaceful. It's dark and it's quiet. And we've got the golf course right next to us, so in the spring you hear all those frogs and crickets and baby raccoons. There's always a batch of babies. I've actually watched 2 raccoons from when they were babies. And now, they look like little teenage raccoons. They look like little badass raccoons. They live in that tree over by Index. And, I've literally watched them grow up over the last 2 years. It's just funny. It's you don't see the same thing during the day. It doesn't look the same during the day. It's nice here at night. It's very peaceful. We have fun and we laugh, but, we just like to come in, do our work. Of course, I got all the old timers though, which is nice. I work well with them, and they work well with me, so we get along pretty good. It's my whale. That's what I used to haul trash around. I found that girl right outside of Whitehorse. I saw something sparkly in the road, and I had to stop and pick it up. I don't know, I've had that whale for the last almost 2 years, and nobody else uses it. And it's just, if you're going to push the thing around on that, it might as well have some style, right? I've always been that kind of person. I like to stick stickers on things and, and modify things and make it my own. When I first started, when Whitehorse first opened, the very first day that we got into this building, it hadn't opened up for school yet. And they had just haphazardly thrown all the furniture in the room and didn't do anything. And so I was the one who set it up, and ever since that day, I've been the one to set it up and change it. So I've got a personal love for that room. I've only ever seen it empty, is the funny thing. They had written an article about this building, and I think it was in the Herald, and they had taken all these pictures, and there were people all over this room, and I was like, I really never imagined people actually being in this room. When I put it together, I wanted it to be functional, but I didn't really think about why. And to see all these students in there, everybody plugged in with their laptops and, got their feet kicked up, it actually made me feel kind of good. Because it's like, okay, hey, at least I put the room together right. A little feng shui in the room. So sculptures are my favorite thing in Whitehorse. I love how they spin. That's so great. And if you turn these lights on and you have somebody up here on the 3rd floor flip the sculpture on at the same time, the lights make this really cool buzzing noise. And they're like humming. He was up there on scaffolding, and it was literally, strip of wood by strip of wood, and he had like these buckets of these big gator clips, and he would glue and clip and glue and clip and glue and clip, and built them like stick by stick. It was really cool. Now that we've had them for so long, they're almost like vital to walking in here. In the summer, that thing is awesome. It has been awesome since it started moving, because that 3rd floor gets ridiculously hot, and to be honest with you, you flip that thing on and you leave it on and it moves that air around, even that slightest bit, but it cools down the 3rd floor. It's like a giant fan once you get it all going. So I hope to God they never take it out.